Hi, my name's Gwen Houghton, and you're watching Tarot for the Soul. I'm a psychic medium channel, and I use tarot cards as my vehicle to express information from the unseen world. As a metaphysician, I've been studying the unseen world for many years. I use my psychic abilities to pick up on the energies around us. As a medium, I go into the world that's just beyond us, and as a channel, I bring back messages. I hope that something that I say during this reading can resonate with you and help you on your journey to moving forward. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2015. My intention for this reading is to help to understand the energies for the week. My tool is my tarot cards. So let's get to it. The first thing I do is pick one card from my Animal Speak deck. And this card gives me the intention for the week. And it is the Lovers, the Bee, fertility and spiritual choice. I do feel like a lot of us have been doing a lot of work in the area of love and self-love. The reason why I say that is because I've seen a lot of breakups. I've seen a lot of heartache. I've seen a lot of challenges within the dynamics of many different types of relationships. But the core thing we need to understand is that we need to love ourselves before we can expect anybody to love us. So the next thing I do is I pick 5 cards from my Aristocrats deck. And the representation of the cards, the placement of the cards, I should say, is the first card is past or present situation. And then there's insight, wisdom, knowledge, and outcome. The Lovers card, the number 6 card, is the general vibration for the week. Now, what do we have to learn from these cards? The number 8 of discs has on the bottom there prudence. And that's what I started talking about with the Lovers card, and what people on a collective level have been dealing with: relationships, loving other people, loving their jobs, and ultimately it comes down to loving thyself. The Prudence card comes into play because oftentimes we are not, how can I say this, prudent, for lack of another word, about the relationships that we have. It's not that we're being it's not that we're being thoughtless about it. It's that we're not understanding what these individual relationships do to us and do to our psyche, and what they do to our soul. And if it's a relationship born of fear or lack or any of those words, and it's not a real soul relationship, no matter what kind of relationship it is, then all it does is start to bring us down a path we don't want to be on. And we do this unconsciously. So, the insight, what's the insight of this? The princess is the number 2. And we're taking the consciousness and the subconsciousness, and we are working, if we are working on a subconscious level in with relationships, and especially with regards to ourselves, if we're doing things subconsciously, then oftentimes we're spinning our wheels. The princess is a very interesting card because you can see she's got a veil in front of her, and she's got all the fruits of her labor. Everything she ever wants is right in front of her, but she can't really see it. She's still caught up in the subconscious world. She's caught up in her emotions, in the physical world. And there's so many different other aspects to us. There's the energetic body and the spiritual body, the observer. There's all these other different aspects of us. So if we can connect, if we can bring the subconscious into our consciousness, then we can create this dynamics, this synergy that's called super consciousness. So that's really what we're trying to work on, building up to this new moon in Leo, which is happening on the 14th. The Knight of Discs is looking out he's looking out over the fields, but he's looking out into the future. He wants to watch his plants grow. He's planted the seeds, and the weather has been good. It's getting plenty of rain, and he's now dreaming about the rewards that he's going to get. He's dreaming about the harvest, and he's dreaming about the fall. And I do feel like things are going to start getting easier as we get into the month of September, where it's almost like we've got to get through August. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people are taking their vacations now, and they're trying to hurry up and get their kids into school, get their kids ready for school, and it's all of a sudden everybody's panicking because it's the end of summer. And so there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of dynamics going on, but we need to understand that we need to feel the energy that's happening right now. We need to understand that these beautiful seeds have been planted, and that the plants are growing and they're lush, and sometimes we just glaze right over that fact. We're not in the present moment. We're not looking at what we have. We're not enjoying the special time that we do have with our friends and family this time of year. And I'm talking about, East Coast mostly, because that's where I'm from. But you can take the metaphor and take it wherever you are, and start to understand that these are the general patterns, and this is the energy that you feel. It's exciting, it's scary, there's fear involved, because we don't know what's going to happen. We feel like we're making all the right decisions. We feel like we're starting to do the spiritual work, and we're trying to bring consciousness into our lives. We think we're trying to build long-lasting, fertile relationships, but there's the other side of us that says, well, I've disappointed myself before. I've done the wrong thing before. I've thought that I was doing the right thing, and it turned out horribly. But just take a step back, breathe, understand the process that you're going through, and understand that we're here as humans to learn. And how are we going to learn if we don't see the contrast? If we can just look at it from a different point of view, it doesn't have to be that bad. Things come and go. People come and go. You know, you're alive, you're breathing, you know, you're healthy. You know, if there is some kind of sickness, then you go to the doctor, you get it fixed, you try to eat better, you try to take care of yourself better, because this human body is a vehicle, and it's the only vehicle that we have that we can, it's the only way we can be conscious. It's the only way we can bring, it's the only way we can manifest and bring things into our consciousness is by being in human form. If we're not in human form, we can't do it. So we need to realize this. So, insight, wisdom, knowledge. Now, the Princess of Swords is another interesting card. And when I see it, I'm looking at her, and she's looking at the past, and she's swinging the sword, and she is slaying her demons. She's looking into the past. She's cutting away the things that don't work. She's cutting away the crap. And this is what she's doing. She's done with it. It's like, I'm so done. I'm tired of making the same mistakes over and over again. I want to do something different. She brings a lot of healing, cleansing, rains with her. It almost looks like it's raining in the card, and she's sitting on top of a storm cloud. So remember that the storms are there to help us cleanse. We need to go through the storms for the rain to come. And the rain is cleansing, it's healing, it's renewing, it's bringing the nourishment that needs to be had for the plants to grow, for the seeds to grow that we've planted. And if it doesn't, you know, the metaphorical side of that is, if there are things in our life that are toxic, that are not for our highest good, we need to bring them to our awareness, and we do that through the storminess. If things are all bright and cherry, then we're not thinking about that stuff. It's only when the storms kick up. It's only when our life is becoming, comes into an upheaval, that we start assessing. We're assessing what's going on. So let's take that for what it is. And then we have the Prince of Discs, and it's interesting. We have the Knight of Discs here, which I don't think I showed you that, but it's really just a very interesting card. So now we have the Prince of Discs, and he is on his way. He has got the vehicle. He's young. He's vibrant. He's got the bull. The bull is ready. He's got the bull by the horns. He's ready to rock and roll. And I feel like this is the energy that we're bringing into September. I know here in the East, the air gets crisper and brighter, and the kids are going back to school, and, you know, it's like, okay, now I can, you know, the kids are back in school, and I can start some new projects, and there's this feeling of a new phase. And I really feel like everything that's been going on astrologically, everything that's been going on energetically, to me, it's synonymous. The energy we feel is from the planets that are around us, you know. So I do feel like there is a lot of shifts and movements, and for the people that have been doing the work, you're going to start to see in physical form. That's what the discs are all about. It's about bringing things into your physical existence, and you're going to start to see that. You're going to start to reap your rewards, and you're going to start to understand why things have had to happen the way they happened. We don't always know why things happen, and we don't always know why people do what they do, and we can't understand what people do. Sometimes it's just none of our business. We have to take care of ourselves, and we have to take care of what it is that we're doing, and that's how we're going to get the things that we need, that we want, and what we desire in our future. So take one last look at the cards and understand that what I derive from the cards are the physical messages that I brought to you. Know that you also see things in the cards, and that is especially for you. It's special for you in your situation. So write down anything that comes to you or that came to you while I was doing the reading. And I hope this all helps you out and helps you get through the week and helps you to understand the energies of the week. Blessings and farewell.